I gather, relative to the Park Ave project,
Yes.
that was the first project that Housing Corporation of Arlington was involved with, wherein there was a little bit of pushback from the neighborhood. Is that a fair?
Serious pushback.
Serious. Okay, excuse me. Serious pushback, and I gather it had to do with the concern that having affordable housing coming into the neighborhood might lower property values. Is that?
No one has actually expressed that to me,
Okay,
but I would
all right.
say that undoubtedly is one of the major issues.
Okay.
The danger of having people who live in affordable housing come into the neighborhood would be another issue. And shadows of what the building would do to their backyards is another issue. Traffic was another issue.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So what we've done to, we hope, mitigate the concern is we've had at least 8 different community meetings, including the 4 hearings we've had with the redevelopment board, where people have the right to stand up and say what the concerns are. We've had coffees and sat with people to talk to them and show them the traffic studies that we've done that will prove that we're only having 23 parking spaces. Most of our tenants do not have cars. Most of them either bike or walk or take public transportation to work. There was a concern about housing homeless. We always have 2 or 3 homeless units in each of our buildings. And as one of my board members most wonderfully said, as soon as you give someone a home, they're no longer homeless. So we also have relationships with the Somerville Homeless Coalition I mentioned earlier that provides social services and rental support for homeless and formerly homeless, and we have a great working relationship with them. We have, I can say, never had an issue with anyone that has come through the Somerville Homeless Coalition. They are good tenants. They, after a year or so, we see them with jobs and getting on with their lives and being stable, and
that's what
they're
it's
people.
for.
That's what it's all about. They're people. Let's get them back on their feet.
And do you sense that those conversations had a sort of a mollifying and quieting effect, or?
With some people, yes. I think there are some people that are just sure that we don't know what we're talking about, and they will be proved correct as it happens. We know, on the other hand, that we do a good job. We pay attention. We have 93 units already in the area, 32 right at Capitol Square, and we don't have a whole lot of problems. And so we know how to deal. We know how to be good neighbors. And actually, I have to say, on either side of our Capitol Square building are condominiums, which are not inexpensive. Actually, some just to the east of us sell for $1 million right now, or are. And we get calls from the owners saying, "Oh, you did such a beautiful job."
Oh, nice.
It's so wonderful to see all your tenants coming out in the morning and hopping on the bus and going to Cambridge or wherever they go. It's really, thank you for doing this. And people have become members. And so we know it will work. I also downloaded some information that the National Low-Income Housing Coalition had done, research. And actually, they had it on their website. I think it was actually Zillow and another organization that did the actual research into low-income housing projects that had used low-income tax credits around the country to see what had happened to housing values around them, surrounding them. And they have proven that there is no change in the value, and actually the values have increased. And people should know that we are taking this site that currently is a brownfield and has been for at least 20 years.
In Downing Square, I
in
imagine.
Downing Square, yes, exactly. And we are cleaning it up completely. We, are taking, we're being very responsible about the fact that, people need housing. We have 275 households from Arlington who are on our waiting list. And we are providing access to the bike path through our site. So that will just be another benefit to the community. I mean, we're doing a lot of good things for the community at the same time.
Absolutely.